We will just flash this, which will clear that coat. So the car just made 800. The current record is 829 off stock motor with the same turbo. I think stock motor in general record is 829. So Bader's gonna go to like 38 pounds. He's trying to get the record, but also not trying to blow it up on the dyno. Let's see what that made. Was that 38 pounds? Oh, so close.
I'm done there.
You're done?
I want the number, trust me, but I want to go racing more.
Yeah.
Then that was 38 pounds. Stock engine.
So close. 819.
And we're at 90% injector duty cycle, so we're ending it there.
Yeah.
819, boys. Stock motor.
Oh man, look at all that smoke.
Whoa there, bud. Get that camera out of here.
What happened?
Dude, I don't care what happened.
I saw that.
That's all I care about. I told him, you get these on these big jobs. Dude, she's a full weight pig, 139 track.
Welcome back, guys, and it feels great to be back on the camera for you guys. It's been definitely a rough last couple of weeks. I actually been out being sick, and it's definitely not been fun. So it took me out for a good bit. Like I said, 2 weeks, guys. I was meaning to be more active on YouTube for you guys with the last video we put up of the Honda, and then after that I got pretty sick, so that was not fun. I'm still recovering, so I seem a little bit down on energy. That is why, guys. So I am excited for today. Before I got sick, we got pretty caught up, and then obviously 2 weeks out, everything kind of rolls back in. So right now what I have today, as you can tell by the title of the video, we have Josh's. This is his Vivid TI STI that we went ahead and took a shot at the stock motor record. This thing made 820 wheel on 38 psi with our Precision 6870. This is a custom turbo kit that we had made by Ranchbuilt to fit with the AMS. For those of you just tuning in, just seeing this car and curious of the setup on the car. Now, this thing was pretty maxed out on its fuel system. Very short time of putting this car together in 3 days. This car went from just a simple stage 2 car to what it is now. So that took 3 days. And if we had a little bit more time, we definitely could have put a bigger fuel system in. We were talking about it. This is also right when that Cobb green speed update was going as well. So this thing got tuned. So that way it still has its tune on it and he can drive it once we put the new engine in it. Because this car went to the track. We did lose the motor at about the 1,000-foot mark in this thing. And it still went 10.0 at 139. We heard it on the dyno. Some of you may have seen in that video when we had it on the dyno and tuning it. Got a little greedy, went for a number. Good friend of mine, Junior, has made 829 wheel at 38 psi with a 6870 on a stock motor. We made 820, so I mean, we made within 9 horsepower. I'd say that's pretty good for setting on the industry, you know, power for power, setup for setup. But going for that number definitely hurt the motor. It was smoking out of this breather here, guys. So when it was smoking out of that on the dyno, it had already cracked a Reenland, hurt a piston, which, I mean, that's to be expected. That's 820 wheel on a cast piston. I mean, that's inevitable that something's not gonna last, you know, because obviously the engine has tight clearances, tight ring gaps on a cast piston. That's just no good. So what we're gonna be doing today is tearing this thing apart, seeing exactly what happened to it, which, like I said, I'm pretty sure that it has broken pistons for Reenland. This thing does still one click fire up. It is down on compression, but it fires right up. So we're going to be going through this together. I already have another motor for it over here. I'll show you guys just a basic, very simple motor for Josh. At the time when we were putting that block together, that was before I got sick, we've been out of stock on Manley H-Tough rods. That's what we like to use. And with those being on back order, national back order, we went ahead and decided just to put a set of stock rods in it. So he is going to be getting pretty much another stock motor just with forged pistons and our own clearances on that block. So that'll be a little bit better for this setup. Now, obviously down the road, he's going to probably want to do a closed deck and do some built heads, but that'll be a good start for now. And like I said, that's what we're going to be doing. Now, the last video, you guys had an update on the Honda. I've been working away hard on this thing, and I just made the decision to finally buy the Hall effect sensor. So what that means, for those of you who don't know, is this thing still has a distributor on it. Not really what my plan was, but that was what I had on it to do for braking. Figured that the Haltech could read it. Now, it can't. So it's having an engine position error sensor code, and we've tried everything to fix that, but from my understanding is, you know, when you put a standalone on one of these cars with a distributor, it makes it hard for the ECU to read engine position. So I went ahead and bought a Hall effect sensor. I did the Haltech sensor since it seems all the other ones are out of stock, and all that will be coming in today. So Honda hopefully will be able to start finally being able to run and drive. It does have E85 in it right now. Car does fire up, but it just loses engine sync. So if you rev the car up, then it has a little hiccup, and I just don't feel comfortable trying to tune around that, obviously. So I figured I'd just do it the right way, get the Hall effect sensor on the way, which it should hopefully come today, and then we can finally get to enjoying that. So let's go ahead. We're going to start getting this thing pulled apart. You may see bits and pieces today, and it may go into tomorrow, just depending on how much energy I have. But just know that, you know, try to pull this thing all apart for you guys, show you, and hopefully get this thing back together here real soon, because that's what I'd like to do. I don't want to have it sitting apart. So let's jump right in, get this thing torn apart. Let's see what happened. What does 800 plus wheel look like on a factory engine once we get inside?
She want me to lock it down, but I told her to pass the key. You gotta slow it down, girl, you moving too fast for me. Nobody did it like this, so they wonder, they asking me if I can slow it down, cause it's coming too fast for me. Baby, don't try it, just stop it. You should know that I got options. I be fly like I live in the cockpit. Mess around with the money, get drop kicked. Only one in the city to pop quick. Never cared about being your top 10. Got a house in the hills, can you top this? I came from where them boys that you top list. It get crazy around here in my section. All of my ops get to stepping. Know how long I had prayed for these blessings. Took my L's and turned them to lessons. I go take it, I'm not in the begging. If I'm breaking bread, it's only with the brethren. I need to top, cause that's where I'm heading. Yeah, she want me to lock it down, but I told her to pass the key. You gotta slow it down, girl, you moving too fast for me. Nobody did it like this, so they wonder, they asking me if I can slow it down, cause it's coming too fast for me. I came up from the bottom, now look at me now, they mad at me. I cannot slow it down, cause it's coming too fast for me. Nobody did it like this, so they wonder, they asking me if I can slow it down, cause it's coming too fast for me. Yeah, ooh, I'm moving faster than lightning. I can't close on my eyes, too excited. It's the fruit of what you get for trying. Don't be selling no more, I'm just buying. I got to everything that you eyeing. Put my boots on and turn to a giant. This is fact, ain't no fictional writing. If I want to, I go right into hiding. Me and my lady.
So as you can see there, got the engine out of the car. It is now on the stand here, and today my goal is to just get this thing tore down so I can get the cylinder heads off, so we can get those things in, get them nice hot tank clean, checked, and decked before we put them on the new engine. Something I definitely recommend before doing any engine rebuild, guys. If you guys are doing one at home, make sure you find a good cylinder head shop around you that will go ahead and either rebuild your cylinder heads, or at least give them a good pressure test, check and deck them. Obviously, you know, this thing didn't overheat, but it's always good just to check the deck regardless and make sure we have a nice flat surface for the new motor when we put it in. Pretty crazy what these things can do with the stock head bolts. This thing saw well over the 40 pounds area on its pass and never pushed a drop of coolant, guys. That's pretty crazy what we can do with these things and the power we can make. But let's go ahead, get this thing tore down. I'm gonna once again do another time lapse getting this thing tore down. I'm still definitely feeling a bit under the weather, guys. Definitely low on energy and struggling a bit, but we need to get going and keep pushing, because this thing's been down for about a month and a half, and I feel bad for Josh because we meant to get to it right away, but there were some other builds we just had to get on and get caught up, and then of course getting sick. So let's get this thing torn apart. Next step we're going to do here, you can see I just have the basics. Obviously pull the AMS off in the car. I'm going to pull the turbo kit off. Once we get the turbo kit off, I can start on the timing area here, and we'll get the timing taken apart, and from there we can start unbolting our cylinder head. So let's get that taken care of.
Nobody did it like this, nobody ever. Told myself it would get better, wrote it and meant every letter. Now we flood the city, it's never been wetter. She want me to lock it down, but I told her to pass the key. You gotta slow it down, girl, you moving too fast for me. Nobody did it like this, so they wonder, they asking me if I can slow it down, cause it's coming too fast for me. I came up from the bottom, now look at me now, they mad at me. I cannot slow it down, cause it's coming too fast for me. Nobody did it like this, so they wonder, they asking me if I can slow it down, cause it's coming too fast for me.
All right, so we got the cam gears off as per usual. One of those wanted to strip, so we got them all taken care of. But just got this thing leaned up, got the valve core off, just so you guys can see 100% factory. I mean, factory head bolts are intact. So GoPro's running a little bit low. I was letting it charge. That's the only reason why you're seeing a little jump here. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this head taken apart. We're gonna see together what exactly the damage is in there, and if we can actually see. Oil definitely has a little bit of a milky hint to it, but I mean, it's an E85 car. This thing's been sitting, so somewhat. I got my helper right here.
Yeah, I'm doing big things today.
All right, well, let's get the things pulled out. All right, big moment. Here you go. Hold her up. Let's see if we see anything on this side of the motor. That's pretty normal. Don't really see anything. Nothing on the bottom of the head. Okay.
Nothing
Well,
really.
this side looks fine. Didn't you tell me this is the side you thought it had a head gasket problem?
Yeah, I mean.
I mean, what? Oh, well, there's a problem.
Yeah.
There ain't no more piston up there.
Yeah.
Just like I thought. I figured it blew past that Greenland. And yep, the whole freaking side of the piston's gone.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yep, let me wipe it off here. Give me your towel.
She is a goner, boys.
So, that would explain why. Yeah, I
It was,
lost it. I bet it had that Greenland gone and then it
I knew it was
lost
his head.
Yeah.
Do you know what you're missing?
Shut up. Don't even start. Do not start with me on
You know
that.
that cylinder that
Yeah, I
is?
know what cylinder that is. That ain't the problem.
Yeah.
That's a 800 wheel on cast piston, so. Yep. Well, Josh, I think you'll be happy with my decision, because he was a little let down that we didn't use this case, and I didn't even care to, because I figured there was going to be some sort of an issue in here, and yeah, the sleeve is done. The case is done.
Yes.
So you can see that it got hot over there. Yep. It's all melted.
She is no longer a certified whipper.
Look at it. It's all the way down. Look at the ring.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this thing's going to be cool to see taken apart, because obviously we knew it had a broken ring line on the dyno, and then oil. I mean, when oil goes up there, it's going to detonate and it's going to create heat, and that's what it did. That thing is done. So, all right. Going to go ahead and get the other side off, but that's definitely our issue. So, well, now you know. I'll still pull the case apart and we'll see what that piston looks like, or at least pull the piston out.
See how terribly hammered she is.
It's pretty bad right now, I can tell you. Taking out the rest of our head bolt and take off this side, which I don't think we're going to see any problems over here. It's probably just going to be that cylinder there. Yeah, it's just that cylinder on the other side that had the problem. But
one cylinder.
These things saw so much power. Factory gasket, factory head bolts, and we just knew that we lost a rim line, and that's what happened. So now I'm going to clean up my area here, but what do you think, guy? Look at that one. That one's clean.
That one's pretty clean. I mean, they all look good besides that one.
Yeah.
So
it's just what happens. Tight ring gaps on a cast piston, and it's going to break it. Then you put oil on the top of it, and then you have a blowtorch at it. What do you think's going to happen? So
skadoosh.
I'm going to clean up my mess here. We're going to get these heads, like I said, checked and decked. And then this thing will be going back together. Still, probably in this video, I want to pull that piston out at minimum. So that'll be coming. That's probably going to be tomorrow morning if we don't have enough time today, which I doubt we're going to, because we got a project we're going to look at. So that's going to wrap it up for today. I'll be back tomorrow, pop that piston out, and we'll get this thing ready to go back together. All right, guys, I was going to end this out and pull that piston out for you, but to be honest with you, it's just been pretty hectic, and I haven't even got a chance to pull the piston out. Short block is right here, sitting down on the ground, and I will eventually get that piston out to show you guys. As for Josh's car, it is up in the air. Everything is ready to go. New, complete long block, ready to go in. I just went ahead and put it down on the stand for tonight. That way, this thing doesn't bleed off anything, but just in case it were, that way nothing would happen to it. But this thing is all ready to go in the car. That thing should be running by the next video. But I'm going to go ahead and end this out so I can get you guys up a video. It's been too long since we've done a video. Got some really cool stuff coming and to show you guys. So stay tuned for it, and you guys will be seeing what's going on. So thanks again, guys, for your patience. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you guys in the next video.
Living life up in the fast lane. Hey. Living life up in the fast lane. And I ain't slowing down, I ain't slowing down, I ain't slowing down. Living life up in the fast lane. Pedal to the ground, pedal to the ground, pedal to the ground. Living life up in the fast lane. Life, though you lemons, you just put them in Coronas, Coronas, Coronas. I've been working, I need that advance with the bonus, the bonus, the bonus. Ain't no thoughts about tomorrow, I'm just living in the moment, the moment, the moment. Full tank of gas and 200 on the dash, bitch, I'm zoning, I'm zoning, I'm zoning. Fast lane, living life up in the fast lane. Hey. Living life up in the fast lane. Life up in the fast lane, fast lane. And I ain't slowing down, I ain't slowing down, I ain't slowing down. Living life up in the fast lane. Pedal to the ground, pedal to the ground, pedal to the ground.